got the
Is yours locked?
yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how you do it now.
Right, leave it. Leave it. We're going to leave it. We're streaming in portrait. My phone is glitching again, and I think it's because we're in the garage and we're a bit from the router in the house, or the router, sorry. And Nicola's got a laptop going in here. We're just sort of like fighting for signal and things. So anyway, welcome. It wouldn't be the blind turner if there weren't a few mishaps anyway, that's for sure. So anyway, thought we would do a live talking, turning and tea from the workshop so we can catch up with what's going on. We did discuss a fair bit last night on At Home with the Fishers, the podcast, but see, that's my phone chirping up now. So yeah, we're keeping this more sort of like wood turner based and what I'm up to in the workshop. So anyway, let's start with this little beauty here. Get my bearings. So I've mentioned this, and there will be an unboxing video coming this week. Which is cool. So that's my new Tormek T8, which is courtesy of course, Tormek, Pontus from Tormek, Clive and Megan from Brimark Tools, which is part of the Axminster Tools group. So when we were at Axminster Devon last Friday at head office, they said, we've got a surprise for you, Chris. We know you've always wanted one. So here it is, your T8. And then if I just open this here now, that's the accessories that come with the kit. And in this tin here, try and take the lid off one-handed. I've got some more jigs and stickers and things, which is pretty cool. So I will be doing, yeah, the unboxing video has been recorded, so that's pretty cool. And then I will be doing videos of how someone with no sight uses a Tormek, and it's pretty goddamn easy, I must say. So thank you so very much for my beautiful T8. And this thing here hanging over the side, for those of you that don't know, that's the extended water chute. So if you're sharpening long knives and things and you're having to come across, the water can drop and fall down that chute and not all over the table. So that's pretty cool. So thank you. So I'm just going to move around here. So yeah, I've been having a bit of a feel and a bit of a mess around in the workshop, and just, oh yeah, this. Now this big lump of pear was given to us at the Devon demo, and it's by Rob, aka Prickly Sauce. So he brought this huge lump of pear. It's still got a lot of moisture in it, but it's got some gnarly burlesque. That works. Burl type action going on. So yeah, when I get to turning that'll be pretty much the biggest lump that I've ever turned, but I'll just treat it like any other piece of wood. And I suppose the fact that I can't see it, you know, doesn't matter if it's 2 inches across or 20 inches across. Mind you, I haven't said that, 20 inches across wouldn't fit on this. So anywho, so yeah, thank you so very much, Rob. I can't wait, but I thought it was under the shelf in here, but I thought I'd drag it out. So yeah, that's going to have a faceplate obviously on it, and I'll rough turn it and leave some thickness on it. I'm not going to do any texturing or colouring on it. I think it's just going to be, you know, au naturel, which is awesome. So thank you very much. That would be really cool. Is it coming through all right, this, Nicola?
Yeah, there's people on. There's Wayne the wood turner, Leona, Glenn Senior, Deborah Beardall.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're well. And in fact, just
there's 10 people watching, but those are the ones in the chat. So hello to everybody else as well.
Seeing as it is a talking, turning and tea, there it is. Proof. And here's some. All right, okay. Hi, everybody. And here's some more. I've got 2 elm blanks there, and this little top one. There's my old knocker of a phone, iPhone 5C. Yeah, apart from it being a bit glitchy in here sometimes, it's perfectly fine. And a little bit of acacia on top. That's some blanks I got. I got them actually at North Lincolnshire Wood Turning Club seminar when I demoed there, and there was a guy selling wood. So yeah, picked up a few pieces. What else have I got on the go here? Oh, this is something here that Nicola wants me to do. Nicola, as you know, is a huge fountain pen. So
I'm a huge fountain pen
fan. Huge fountain pen fan. So Nicola's bought herself an executive fountain pen, and the huge, really, they're quite substantial. So I've glued the tubes in with urethane glue. So obviously you have to dampen one part and apply glue to the other, and then as it cures, it foams and expands. So yeah, an executive pen kit. So I'm just thinking here, excuse if my lining up of the camera of the phone isn't as good as normal, but Nicola's phone compared to mine is huge, so I might just be getting a bit kerfuffled. So what else did I get? Picked up a couple of cheap and cheerful magnetic tool holders. So rather than putting chuck jaws up on the wall and a bit fiddly for me to get, these magnets are super strong. There's no way they're going to fall off. I've just put they're gripper jaws, have a feel, and I've got my larger C jaws there, so that's there. And I over here I got another one, and then I've got my custom made by Wagger tools there, so they're hanging nice. That's pretty cool. Any questions? Any questions, anybody?
Mike Atkinson says, hi brother.
Hi bro, hope you're well.
Leona says she's listening while she's engraving a mirror for Wayne.
Oh, very cool.
Glyn says don't buy the grinders from Lidl.
I wasn't going to.
Well, I just said we got the magnetic tool holders from Lidl.
All right, okay.
But obviously the grinders are not a good buy.
No, well, I wouldn't. If I was going to get a grinder, I'd get it from Axminster,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Something decent like that. But yeah, thanks for the
tip.
yes, the yeah, good tip. So just while I think on,
Lindsay's on.
hi Lindsay. Just while I think on, about the tarmac, I'm just going back to the tarmac things. Now here you can see is these bands that you write on with the jig setting, protrusion and hole A and B. I've written them on, and if anyone comes and they want to sharpen a tool or touch it up, they can see. But what I've got here is my pen friend. So I'm just booting that up. So that should be ready to go. So let me have a feel. 255B. So that's a 255B. So they're the Tormek settings on that spindle gouge made accessible for the blind. So yeah, there's always a way around everything, and the protrusion 75 hole A. So that goes in a different jig. It doesn't go in the spindle or bowl gouge jig. So yeah, that's the way around it for me. So I'll just turn that little fellow off. Thought I'd you know, I'm just giving you little sneaky peeks. But I will be doing a full-on, here's me sharpening stuff on the Tormek. And the good thing about the Tormek T8 is I think it's got a 7-year warranty. which is super cool. And it comes, actually, luckily it came with, if I just pull this out again, there's tons and tons of literature there, which is cool. But I thought, oh, that'd be really interesting to read. Luckily, it comes with a DVD of getting started and all the jigs and accessories and how to use it. So I listened to the DVD this morning. So yeah, pretty simple, straightforward, self-explanatory. So yeah, I listened to the DVD and it comes with, that's some honing paste. It comes with, that was the oil just to get the leather strop saturated. It comes with a sort of like a chisel and a plain iron jig. It comes with a truing stone, so you attach that to the support arm, and then it has a diamond, well, a copper slug really, which has diamond particles encased, and you feed it across and it trues the wheel up perfectly round and flat. And then this is the sort of like the angle finder, but here for turning tools you have your TTS 100. This is genius. This thing here, along with the SVD 186, the bowl and spindle gouge jig, that's what makes it such a quick operation. Just 3 steps. You have your jig setting, and with the SVD 186, the new one that I got, the jig setting positions, there's a positive clunk between sort of like 0 and 6, so I can tell by feel what setting it's moving to. So that, you have your 2 wheels that ride along the stone, and when the 2 wheels are touching, you know that the bar is at the right distance. So that's easy peasy jig setting. And then on the back of this, obviously, I'm teaching my grandmother how to suck eggs here. You have your protrusions, dead easy, absolutely easy as you like. So, and then that there is the Tormek tool rest, which you can use for your scrapers and things like that. So cool. Oh, and another cool thing about the SVD 186 bowl jig, bowl gouge jig and spindle gouge jig, is that it has a removable post, which takes your cutting, your cutters, so you can sharpen your carbide cutters on there too if you want to. And it has the grading stone, so you can change it. I think it's 220 at its coarsest, up to 1000 when you set it fine. So that's pretty awesome. And then it's a bit of a workshop tour, this, isn't it? And then here, I found these the other day and I thought, I'm getting them out. I found them tucked away in a little toolbox. This is the cheap and cheerful set of turning tools that I got when I first started. Because obviously, like most people, you just, oh yeah, get the first thing they think of on Amazon. So I got a cheap set of turning tools, and they serve me well. There's a mixture of parting tools in here, and a roughing gouge, and skew chisels and scrapers. So I think really, in fact, there's a little scraper in here, quite a thin. There it is, quite a thin scraper that I'm going to fettle with. I think I'm going to strip the handle and stain it and give all this a polish. And I'm definitely, if there was only one that I'm going to repurpose, it'll be this, because that'll be really handy for getting into the bottom of tiny little lidded boxes or smaller goblets. So that's going to come in quite handy actually. So yeah, I think I'm going to refettle them. And then this here, it's a Kong toy for your dog, so you put a treat in. Absolutely brilliant. You know how a lot of wood turners use the old tennis ball, as first seen really by Mike Walt, which is great, but I haven't got any tennis balls. So anyway, Kong toy, perfect. Support for goblets, absolutely amazing. Yeah, so there you go. And big.
Glenn says if you need honing paste, he knows a guy who makes it.
Oh yeah, I think Glyn makes it, doesn't he? Shameless plug.
Lindsay Gardner says he had a set of cheap tools, and he finds them useful for small work.
Well, that's exactly the same idea as what I've had, Lindsay. I thought, I mean, I've kept them for posterity, and it's funny. I don't know. It's a bit of sort of like, you know, us makers, and especially sort of like tool junkies. You're a bit loath to throw anything away, but yeah, I thought, wow, yeah, I remember using them, and they served me well and got me started. So a couple of the really useful ones I'm going to, like I say, upcycle, I think is the best word. So that's pretty cool. So
Yeah, and says top tip there, Chris. I have that exact one.
which one's that? The Kong.
Might be the Kong.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously it has the little hole here, so your live center goes in there, and this end, the fatter end, shoves up inside your goblet or the hollow form. Yeah, so I used that in Devon on Saturday when I did a goblet.
Yeah, prickly sauces on. He said it worked really well on Saturday. Well impressed.
Yeah, so if you haven't got any, well, I sort of like surreptitiously stole that while Bamba's back was turned. But in fairness, he's not been playing with it. And with him being a guide dog, you have to be very, very careful with the amount of treats that you give them. And it's at my discretion, and it's always as a reward, the odd one, for some obedience training. So it's really been sat in his tool tub, hasn't it, for probably a year or so. So, yeah, I've commandeered it. But yeah, it's a great thing. Absolutely a great thing. So, and what I'm going to show you over here now is I did a demo last year at a wood carving club, but they'd found out about me and wanted me to go along. And one of the members, James, this is the tool shelf he's made for me. And in fairness, it's a bit bigger than I had, you know, imaged in my head. So it's, of course, it's going to be put up and used, and thank you so very much. He'd done it, and he chamfered all the holes, and so he brought that to make a central, bless him, and he handed it over at the Axminster stand. But that's, I'll just pick it up and move it out. It's a fair old lump. I don't, you know, he's found an old piece of timber and upcycled it. So I don't know. Oh, I think I counted there's 13 holes in there. So yeah, I've just got to think of where to put it, and it might be best if I just put it on some hinges so it can fold flat against something, and then when I'm doing a project I can just fold it up, and I'll make a couple of legs to support it, and then I can have tools. It's probably going to go here, so as I'm turning I can have a rack. In fact, let's just pick it up. I'll shoved it over here. Let's pick it up. So, obviously I don't want it in my way, but it'll be here on a hinge, or a couple of hinges, well, probably 3 actually. And then a bit of fettling, it can just drop down. Because if I have it there just like that permanently, I'll keep walking into it and whacking my hip. So, probably best that it folds flat. Mind you, having thought about that, it's not too bad there, is it, really? Just, yeah, needs thinking. So, yeah, he chamfered both sides. I'll just show you that side. Yeah, I don't exactly know what colour of wood it is, Nicola, so...
There's sort of, I don't know, mahogany kind of
It
colour.
sort of feels mahogany, sapele, sort of.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Slightly reddy.
I'm just giving it a sniff.
I think he said it was just some board he had.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, lovely kind gesture. So that's cool. And then we've got Nicola's been cleaning the and reorganising the study. So I've got some honing compounds there, polishing compounds, some leather straps. So just some more Tormek. Oh, yeah. Oh, another great thing about the Tormek keep going back to the tarmac. I'm talking that much about this tarmac. There's going to be no point doing a tarmac video. I'll just end up doing it all. Yeah, they gave me the revolving base as well. So if I just click that, and then you can spinner armor. So obviously when you're doing tools, because some prefer to be sharpened with the rotation and some prefer to be sharpened against rotation, so you can obviously mount the jigs here or over the top, and you can spin the thing round on this, and it locks into place nice and securely. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome.
I've just lost power.
You've just lost power?
Yeah.
Well, you're plugged in. It's not this. Where does the does it come out the back of the laptop? Have you checked that? Oh, we're having so many texts. Has it?
No.
Technical issues. Oh, I don't know. Technical issues. It's coming back on now.
Yeah.
Might have just pulled it a little bit out, have you?
I don't think I've not moved it. I haven't touched it.
Mm.
You know, it's the secret of the black magic box.
Exactly. Right, so another good bit of news, seeing as we're having just a nice informal chat, as is the way with my talking, turning and teas. For those of you that weren't around last night, we're talking about Matthew Zeh, and that's the guy that we've got coming as our intern. So, Matthew...
Medium. Now, editor's pick. Apple finally opens up about recycling AirPods after facing criticism that they contribute to the growing e-waste crisis.
Honestly, it's like Harvey says, it just never ends. You know, we're here doing a talking, turning and tea, you know, us with our friends, and bloody Apple churns up with some advertisement for recycling your phone. It can chuff and get lost. So anyway, yeah, Matthew Zeh. His surname is pronounced Zeh, but it's T-S-E. So yeah, young undergraduate studying film and media production at Lancaster University. So yeah, it's a done deal. He starts with us on the 19th of June. So he's obviously in his early 20s. He's from Hong Kong. His parents and his siblings still live in Hong Kong. So he's heading back over there end of August, September, I think, to visit his mater and pater. But yeah, so we'll get Matthew obviously on the camera at some point. Yeah, really cool guy. Loves his rock music. Big John Wick fan. And when he turned up, there's 3 John Wick films now, isn't there? Yeah, so when he turned up, he was impeccably dressed in a really, really nice suit, and yeah, he loves John Wick, and Nicola said he looked a lot like John Wick. Well, Keanu Reeves, shoulder length hair and everything. Yeah, it's very, very sweet guy, very clever, and yeah, can't wait to get him involved, and he'll be filming some YouTube videos. Originally, the intern period for Matthew is 140 hours, but I've already asked if I can keep him, because us blindos, we love routine, and once we get used to something, you know, and we're settled and we're happy, you know, we'd rather stick with it. So I've already asked if I can have him for 280 hours. They said it's not impossible, and it has been done before, although generally they like to give someone a fair crack of the whip. But if I could have him for 280 hours, and then he'll be pretty much ready for graduating anyway, and moving on to new pastures, and then I can get a new intern that's still studying their
Twitter.
degree.
Now, Universe of Zen retweeted. At VC Relative MGMT. Have a blessed and beautiful day everyone. Flag of United States. https://t.
Honestly, I don't know if you can hear this,
Ho/9VZ.
folks,
Attachment.
at your end, but we've just had a tweet come through now. Yeah, what day is it? Memorial Day in America, or has it been?
It might, yeah, I think it has been.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, happy holidays, everybody, over the pond, Memorial Day. And it won't be that long until the 4th of July, you know,
Yeah.
in the scheme of things. So, Yeah. Hopefully
They can hear it.
they can hear it. Sorry, folks. It's just Nicola's turned her phone onto voiceover, so all the functions are easy for me to navigate. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, when I get Matthew, I'll actually be able to concentrate on just doing a video, being more of myself, and just doing the project rather than Matthew can do the filming and moving the cameras around, and he'll do the editing. We're planning just to have him here just one day a week on a Wednesday, and then the following day he can be editing that. So I think it works out 4 weeks. If he worked full time, he'd be here 4 weeks. Part time would be 10 weeks. So we're gonna have him on a part time basis, just so we can stretch it out. It's not like I'm in here filming YouTube videos every day. You know, we've got other stuff to do. So that's pretty awesome. Spoke to, well, via text. I've heard from Martin Saban-Smith today. His demo at Cardiff, Axminster Cardiff, went really well. He said he really enjoyed it, and we had a great time at Cardiff as well. Lee, the manager there, is an absolutely cracking bloke. So yeah, Martin had a great demo, and he was asking how my demo went in Devon, which went really, really well. So that's all very cool. So let's just... I've stuck up a couple of mementos from Make Essential. So there's that there. I forgot what that says now.
Exhibitor pass.
Oh, right, okay. Exhibitor pass.
Car park, I think.
Oh, car park pass. And then over here, I don't know if we were meant to give these back, but anyway, I stole them. Is that in frame?
Oh, they passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a memento.
No, I don't think we were meant to give them back.
All right, okay, that's cool. Because I'm not having
We
them.
were supposed to write our names on them, but we never did.
All right, yeah. Well, they know who I am. So that's pretty much it, really. Just thought we'd have a bit of a hangout and a bit of a talking, turning, and tea. So, any questions? In fact, what I did want to ask is if anybody has any ideas of things they'd like me to make or attempt, which would be pretty cool. So, if you've got any ideas what you'd like to see me make, or, you know, something you'd like to see me do for the first time, yeah, pop some ideas along. That'd be cool. Yeah, obviously, you know, nothing stupid like, you know, turning on top of the roof.
A pear green turned bowl.
Oh, right, yeah.
Guess who that was?
I'm going to say Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, this actually in itself, it's a fair old lump. And I think, yeah, it should fit on the lathe and clear the bedways. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome.
There's Larry Contreras, can't stay, just want to say hello from Missouri.
Oh, hello, Missouri.
David Julie says, are you still turning pens?
Google Calendar. Now.
I am.
Water plants. 20. Notification.
Flipping
Google
phone.
Calendar. Now. Wayne the woodturner. Hi Larry.
Yes, I am David. Sorry about the phone chirping up there. So yeah, this is Nicola's next fountain pen, an executive fountain pen. So I've done the glue up today, just letting that cure. Olive wood. So yes, you know, still turn pens. And in fact, answered an email today. Somebody that's had pens from me previously wanted to know what pen blanks I've got in stock, because they're thinking of getting a couple more. So yeah, pen turning, it has eased off a little bit, but oh, I can hear Nicola giggling away now from...
Prickly Sauce says, it's so good to experience being blind with the phone talking to us.
Yeah, welcome to my world. I have to have everything talking to me. You see, but it was like, who was I having this discussion with? It could have been with Rob, but when you're not blind...
Twitter. Now,
Oh.
Universe of Zen retweeted. At VC relative MGMT.
Yeah, when...
In stillness, we find
Shut
peace.
up!
In peace, we find love. In love, we find truth.
Oh.
In truth, we find beauty.
Oh.
Say in any order
Kill me now.
https://t
Oh,
co/hap1c18.
Jibber jabber, blah blah blah. Flipping heck. So, yes, if you're not blind, you find all this talking stuff, as I'm sure you all are now, find it pretty infuriating. But when you rely on it, it's really useful. But Charlie and Nicola, if they're using some of my technology, within seconds they've turned it all off because they find it a nuisance. Whereas when you need it, it's just part of your everyday life. So, yeah, sorry about Nicola's phone.
Well, I put the accessibility on for you.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I do need it. You know,
It's just I should have turned off all the notifications.
Well, that's
as
all
well,
right. So.
and turned off the screen lock so that it rotated for you.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
I always have it on lock because I don't like it keep turning round.
All right, okay. Not to worry. Yeah, I'll cope. So, yes, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, any suggestions for projects you'd like to see me do over the next coming months? That's awesome. Hopefully, I'm going to get time to start doing some more welding and power carving, and obviously lots and lots of turning and pushing the boundaries there. So, yeah, pretty flipping good days coming, I think. So that's about it, folks. Just well, I'm saying short. I think we've probably been chunnering away longer than you think. Any questions?
I've just answered one. Where do you get your pen kit from? So I said it was from Axminster.
Yeah.
Glyn says it's like having my wife sat on my shoulder. Oh, that's Joe.
Oh. Yeah.
Say anything and you're dead.
Too late. It's already in the virtual universe, mate. You can't take it back once you've said it. Once it's out on the internet, even though you try your hardest to delete it or hide it, it's out there. Nicola says this quite often.
Yep.
You have to be careful what you say, because once it's out, and you can find it again. There are some back doors in.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Nothing goes.
No.
Prickly Soul says, when is Nicola going to turn her first pen?
It's about time she made one of her bloody own, I must admit. Yeah, no, whenever she's ready. Yeah, we can get her turning a pen. I think her first wood turning project, seen as it is, Nicola, would probably best be in a pen, and we'll probably do a Sierra pen, nice and easy. So, yeah, no, definitely this year at some point, get Nicola turning a Sierra pen. So that's pretty cool. No, have you got anything to say, Nicola?
Could you turn an acorn to keep little knickknacks in it?
So an acorn lidded box, really? Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'd give that a go. Yeah, the base of the acorn we could texture.
Yeah.
Steve Healy.
Steve Healy did the acorn that I've got.
Yeah, but it's just a solid one. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a lidded box.
But he textured it.
Mm.
I like that. It's only out of pine, but yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Well, it turned what was potentially a cheap scrap bit of wood into something that's really cute.
Yeah.
And it's a fair old size as well. It's the size of, I don't know.
Well, it sits in your palm.
It's not a tiny thing, is it? It's quite a decent size. So yes, actually, so if we can remember these: turn, Rob's huge, pear, green, blank, and an acorn lidded box styly. Yeah, we could do that. So there's 2 suggestions.
Yeah.
Cool.
Couple of videos.
Yeah, there's a couple of videos worth. Yeah.
We've got Henshaws coming in July.
Oh yeah, Henshaws have been in touch. Henshaw Society for the Blind. one of the oldest charities in the country, 180 years old. Obviously, you know, we've hung out together when I was judging that competition, well, judging the awards. Not on my own, I was part of a panel. And I'm speaking 13th of June at the award ceremony evening in Manchester. But they're coming back in July, and they're going to film a video of me showing how to use the pen friend.
Some Alexa stuff.
Yeah, and maybe some Alexa stuff. So yeah, they do a series of videos of hints and tips to help the BVI community. So, and for those of you that don't know, BVI just simply means blind and visually impaired community. So it's an acronym. So BVI community. Yeah, so that pen friend's amazing.
Got another question. Julie's shed. What sort of dust collection do you have?
I've got, guessing it should be over there, an extractor vac, and the 4-inch tube has a funnel, a hopper on the end with the magnet, and then I've got this bracket here, and it sits there, so the funnel is here when I'm sanding and doing stuff. So I've got that, and then I have also got some pretty sweet face mask / respirator action here. So this is Axminster's. Push it, Chris. Hold on. So, can you hear that? That's my Axminster Evolution power cap with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. So yeah, lovely. Keeps you nice and cool in the summer, and also filters out all of the dust. So the respirator canisters are obviously replaceable when they get full, but I take them off every now and then and give them a blowout with the airline and a clean. So yeah, that's a great bit of kit. So I've got a dust extractor with a 4-inch hose and a hopper.
So it's a nice looking table saw you have there.
Yes, it is. It's the it's an Axminster trade one, and when they gave it to me, they made sure that I had one with the sliding table. So it's really, it's almost, you know, a table saw sled. Now a lot of people like making their own, but this has one built in, so I don't have to have my hands anywhere near the blade when I'm pushing work through. So yeah, it's an Axminster trade table saw. I think it's about 3 horsepower. It's quite powerful. Nice and quiet though, and it's got lots and lots of clamps and jigs and adjustability and built-in dust extraction. Yeah, wonderful. So yeah, I got that off Axminster when they signed me. And also, if I just think now where my bearings are, over there in the distance you can see my Axminster UJK Technologies router table. So again, and I'll keep saying it, but when I get some help with the videoing, I can start just really getting creative and using, you know, all this other stuff. So yeah, there you go. That's the plan anyway. But we all know the difficulties I have with filming and lining up and string, and so pretty cool.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Any more questions? I think I've pretty much said what I wanted to say.
Well, we covered a lot last night, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We covered a lot last night. So yeah, if you go at Home with the Fishers on YouTube and you haven't been there before, check it out. Is it live? Is it up now on the podcast?
The full video is on at Home with the Fishers YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Prickly Sauce Make a Monday is on your channel.
Okay.
And the podcast is on all good podcast apps.
Right. So we're hitting it from multiple angles there.
Yeah.
You can get the video at Home with the Fishers on YouTube. You can get Rob Prickly Sauce's segment on the Blind Woodturner channel, and also available to stream and listen to on Spotify and iTunes and other places. So yeah, we did say a lot of it last night, so I just wanted to go over a bit more, so like turning related stuff again tonight. Yeah, so that's it, folks. Really, we're going to sign off. So yeah, talking turning and tea, just a catch up. I'll be able to do some turning, I think, this week, just for myself, rather than just being on the road all the time or doing demos at wood turning clubs and Axminster. So yeah, happy days. We're going to get out of here. Thank you so very much, everybody. Yeah, hope you all continue to have a great time celebrating over there in the US. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Keep on turning, everybody. Keep inspiring others and keep amazing yourself. And we'll be back very shortly. Yeah, on one of our many different platforms that we seem to be have going at the moment. But it's all fun, yeah. Trying to spread the word and spread the love as often as we can now. So thanks, everybody. Good night. Now let's see if I can find this.
Finish.
Right, I'm
Button.
going. Bye.